Hi everyone, I'm Ferd and welcome to my video. I'm working on a 2005 Chinese mini quad runner. The problem with it is that the castle nut came off of one of the rear wheels, the hub fell off and it destroyed the axle and the hub. Now it's not hard to repair, but it is very hard to find all the correct parts that are going to fit it. Nothing's available for this old of a quad runner that I could find. So follow along and I'll give you an idea the best that I can on what parts you need to get to put your little mini quad runner back together. Enjoy the video. This is like a 2005. It's an old Chinese quad runner. And the problem is the wheel fell off this side and it destroyed the shaft over here. I was going to just weld it back on and I thought I better put a new shaft on there. The problem is you can't get this axle back here. So I thought I'd try a newer axle. Got one right here. The problem with this is I'm sure it's going to fit, but you have to get everything, new hubs, new parts for your brake and your chain, and also you have to get new rims, and you might as well get the new tires with them because it's just as cheap, because you can't find those hubs anymore neither, and this one's destroyed. So let me roll this thing back a little bit towards me, and I'm going to loosen some things up first, like that. Get that off. And I'm going to loosen the adjusters up on it so I can flop that chain off of it. It's not that hard to do. Pretty easy job. You got 4 number 15s up here. 2 up here on the top. I'm going to loosen those. I was going to throw this thing out. I've got $1 million in it. It's got a brand new motor. And I'm just tired of messing with it. But the grandson loves it so much that I had to make another investment. I'd have sold it for $100 just to get rid of it and let somebody else deal with it. But sometimes the cost just doesn't really matter. And I thought it'd make a good video. Got all that loosened up. Let me see if I can get it up on some blocks. We're going to take this off of it. That's just a nut I found. I don't know where the other one went. But you can see that the inside of this thing is destroyed. And the splines are destroyed on that axle. And this thing comes apart completely different than the way that the other ones come apart or go together. Oh, God. Ah. Oh, that hurt. Okay, I'm going to see if I can loosen that. I got to change out this disc. There we go. Got all that off of there. There's the old sprocket and my old disc. Okay, the problem I'm having here is where the bearings ride. This is a lot narrower than where the bearings are actually sitting inside of here. And there's nothing I can do about it but try to get it equal on both sides as I can on top of those bearings. Slide the axle through the carrier hub and install the sprocket and the disc on each side. There are 4 large nuts. Install one on each side until the 2 hubs fit snugly against the bearings inside the carrier hub.
With the equal number of threads showing on each side, your axles should be centered on the bearings. Use the last two nuts to lock down the first two nuts installed. The axles should spin freely with no play.
Okay, I've got everything tightened down. I've got this side assembled. Got the wheel on there. And I wanted to show you another problem that I ran into with the brake. The old disc, you can see this is round. This hub does not fit on that. That's why I didn't use it. So I had to get a new hub and a new disc for it. But as you can see on this hub, it's square. With the old caliper, this was flat. It was hitting on that. So what I had to do is cut a little groove in it just like that. I used this. Wasn't that hard to do, but now it doesn't hit these bolts anymore. Now with the new hubs bolted onto the rims, valve stems out on them, they're directional, so they're going in the right direction. I've added like an extra layer of protection. Whether it's my grandson or if I was to sell this to somebody and somebody else's child would be riding it, I want this thing to be safe. So what I've done, this is a piece of 3/4 inch conduit. And it's a spacer that goes over the axle between here and where the rim makes contact. You can see on this side where I've already done it. If you're doing this yourself, you'll have to take the measurements because it could come up different. But this was a little bit longer than this one over here. I measured it, cut it. You can cut it with a plumber's cutter that they use for cutting copper pipe. Or you can use a chop saw if you have one. We'll put the wheel on there. It's flat up against this. When I tighten this thing down, it's going to go against these bolts and it's going to prevent everything from turning. I got two of these big washers. I'm going to put those on there and my castle nut. I'm going to crank it down. And that's pretty tight, and I've got it lined up with my hole for my cotter pin. So that part of it's ready. Go to the video description below the video, and I'll leave a link to where you can see how to take this off, put it back on, and how to replace the shoes on this caliper. Also, a special note about your sprocket. Get a sprocket that has the same number of teeth on it. So you match that up and you won't have to mess with your chain. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good information out of it. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button and join the channel. I got a lot of videos up there and I got a lot more coming. Ring that notification bell. You'll get notified as soon as I put them up there. Remember to stay safe in the shop, wear your safety glasses, and have fun. Thank you for watching.